I was talking about this with my friend yesterday. If there's one lesson that I've learned from sleeping with girls casually, not a year straight, it kind of started in July because I had an STD in June. So I started in July last year. I mean, I was doing it in March as well, but not as much. I really started in July, August of last year, 2025. It's now January, and yeah, that's most of what I did. If I learned anything from it, is that objectifying women can be a good thing if you are scared of them, or if if you can't control your lust, if you sometimes look up to a woman. So let me explain. I think uh, like my body count's over 10. Um, I've had probably I probably met like 20 plus girls because you don't sleep with every single one, obviously. And really, the last week I had two new girls in the same week. Well, well, girls. One of them was 19 and the other one was 28. So that was almost a grandma. I'm 23. So that at that point, like they come over, the purpose is clear. You do that again, and then sometimes even again, and then you send them home. And at first, I felt like I was the winner in that situation, right? I was like, okay, fuck yeah. Like, oh, I banged this girl and she just came to my place to get like blah blah blah. That's cool, and for the validation, it's nice. And if you have some youth trauma like I had, then that helps. That was the main reason. Probably a validation issue. I think a validation and status issue. Anyway, so that's kind of filled up with emptiness now. I don't have that desire anymore. It's still tempting, but I now see through it. Like I forced myself to look at it transparently, directly, and I now see the pattern, and it's disgusting. Fuck, what was my point again? Oh yeah, they are simply just vaginas walking around. That's terrible to say. And if my mom ever sees this, or my if my mom, future wife, sister, or any colleagues ever see this, I apologize for my language. But that helps if you are either struggling with lust or if you're afraid of women. Because if you're struggling with lust, you kind of you're forcing yourself to look at it in the way that you don't want to look at it because oh, those girls that you are inviting over are just there to fulfill your pleasure and your lust, which is a terrible thing. Like if that's their only purpose, that is a terrible way to treat a human. And if you are afraid of women, then if you tell yourself, okay, this is one in like how many people are there in the world? Like 9 billion or something. One in and like how many are women? Probably like you also have minors and you have elderly people. So maybe let's say you have like 500 women that are like 18 plus and not handicapped and like properly functioning. That means that there are 500 million pussies walking around that you can be with, that you can get your lust from. And once again, there's a terrible way of explaining it, but it helps if you're afraid of women. Because now this one girl has zero power over you. Probably I should have probably explained this in the beginning of the video because now it sounds terrible, but I don't care. Um, the thing why you're scared of them is they have something that you can't have right now, like the intimacy. That's why you're scared, and that's why you're trying so hard. Like, okay, I gotta buy this for her, and I gotta buy the Uber and buy her food and whatever, FaceTime her 4 hours per day because you just want to get laid, right? That's mostly the reason. If you're really looking for a relationship, blah blah blah, then other things are also important. But most men that are struggling with women, they're afraid of them because they have something that they can't have. And if you look at that thing, just the intimacy, just the sexual intercourse that you can have with them, if you take that power away from them, it's a completely different story. Like, okay, you have something that like 500 million other girls have. Explain to me why you should be the one. You know what I mean? And then you reframe it to her fighting for your attention instead of you make her the prize. Like, oh, what if I see her naked? Woo! Are you retarded? Are you retarded? That's the least important thing about being with a woman. But I only really saw this after being with so many girls because I put them on a pedestal. I had that problem. That's why I can talk about it this way and why I say those outrageous things. It helped me and it would help my younger self. And I don't know if this lesson makes any sense if you don't learn it yourself. Maybe you just have to go through it yourself and this whole video is pointless. But hopefully me being outrageous and me being extreme kind of shows the point because I now feel like I'm getting used if I have casual sex with a girl. It sounds ridiculous, but that's genuinely how I feel. I'm like, you get a better end of the deal. Like it's not that I have a massive schlong. It's not that I'm like super rich or that I have something super special, but my attention is worth something. And if her only power is the intimacy, then that's not enough for me anymore. It was in the summer and it was not good, but it was. And now it's different. And I wish I learned it sooner, but I mean, you can't go back and I don't regret it or something. It's just the second that you are aware of it, you have to stop doing it. Because, how can I explain this? Intimacy, oh, the washing machine is done. I hope you don't hear that on the camera. Intimacy itself, like we have those massages here in Colombia, and you know how they go with a happy ending and shit. That is so empty. Like the massage is nice and like getting oiled up and just chilling for an hour, not on your phone, just listening to calm sound, nature sounds and just getting a massage and then ending that way is nice. But I told Harvey, like my mate that I'm living with currently, it is zero special, like it's zero special, like zero, nothing special. Because the emotion in the intimacy makes it special. I've only had it really once or twice. Like one girl that I didn't sleep with, but it was special. One girl that I was sleeping with and it became special, but then she fell in love. So, and I wasn't really ready for that. And it was not specifically my type. So I cut it off. So I only really had it 1.5 times. And that was 10 times more powerful and enjoyable than all these other girls. Harvey himself, he was with a girl in Brazil and now he came to Colombia. And he said like his completely mindset shifted on intimacy and sleeping casually since he's had a more romantical experience and like a true emotional connection. We're not meant to just sleep around for no reason, you know. And I'm talking like I'm a genius here. I'm definitely not. But I wish my younger self knew this, so I'm just telling it to him. And if you receive this message, I hope you do something with it. Maybe you do like keep your body count under 10. Like it's not really worth it. It's not that special after 4 or 5, especially if it's pretty girls that you actually fuck with, literally. Is there anything else? Like I'm aware that a younger me could watch this because I'm talking about girls and having sex with them. Woo, special. And he wants that, and he would listen to every word that I say because I have something that he can't have. And same thing with one of my best friends right now that has a relationship. I listen to every single word that he says because he has something that I want, like a relationship, or if there's anything that, then you just listen to that person's words because he has the authority and the credibility. Am I missing out on something? The point was taking away the power from the woman. If you see them for what it is, it really becomes less special. Like, do you actually enjoy the 2 hours before the sex and the 2 hours after the sex? Because if you have a girlfriend or if you're gonna date a girl, you have so much time with her without having sex. Like, obviously, you can have a girl over and just have sex and then send her home. But I just told you that that's not really the way for me. So, how are you gonna make sure that you also enjoy those other, like, 10 hours that you're spending with her without being driven by lust? Like, you can't just be with her from like 4 p.m. till what's 10 hours later? Let me do the math. That's 2 a.m. You can't be with her from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. because you know that you're gonna have sex with her at 2 a.m. That's a terrible waste of your time. That's a terrible waste of time because you're chasing lust. Make sure that you actually semi enjoy the time before that, and then the reward is nice, but it shouldn't be the reason.